Good morning. Welcome to the next Daily 10. Today we're not going to focus on a cadence as much as we're going to focus on a position. You're going to lay on your back with your feet straight up in the air. They can be braced against a wall or the back of a chair. You're going to focus on breathing in and out fluidly through the nose, not to any specific cadence, just maximizing the inhale and the exhale, focusing on the breath for the entirety of this time. Today, I want you to think about this short practice of mindfulness and meditation as a training session for your brain. Practicing the skill of being able to pull away from emotional reactions or things that happen in your life or distractions or things outside of your control is like doing bicep curls for your brain. Because if you don't develop a strong and resilient brain through intentional training and mindfulness, you'll be constantly like a buoy in a rough sea, thrown about just based off of whatever happens in your life without being able to control it. Making this a daily practice, even if it's just a few minutes a day, will pay tremendous dividends in your life. Now, focus on that. Think on the breath and the cadence as we go through the rest of this time before we move forward. The side-lying hip abduction, you're going to lay on your side, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles are all stacked up. Lift the top leg up, keep the foot slightly internally rotated, so turned in, and you can lift up and down under control. If the foot rotates out, you've gone too far. You want to think about keeping both feet pointed straight and really just focusing on staying in that range of motion. For the neck braced Ys, you're going to lay on your stomach, keep your forehead and chin and neck braced and pushing into the ground. Arms straight, lift up and down, squeeze, feel this between the shoulder blades, but also in the neck as you keep that pressed into the ground via the forehead. For our fire hydrants, you're in that quadruped position. The arms stay straight the whole time, and you do not want to let the torso rotate over to the other side to compensate. Push the knee out and away and really feel the muscles in that hip work to stabilize for every single rep. For the pronated wrist extension, you're in all fours and your fingers are pointing away from you with your palms into the ground. Your fingers are going to be spread for all of these motions. Then you're going to gently rock back and forward and push the body forward, getting that wrist to go to extension. The flip side of that is the supinated, where your fingers are pointed in towards your body. It's just a different stress on the elbow and the forearm. Same thing is true for the lateral flexion extension. You're going to put those fingers spread, palm flat into the ground, and just pull left and right. And this is again putting a different stress on the elbow and forearm. It's all the same at the wrist. Finally, we have a wrist flexion. So the top of the hand is going to go down and the fingers are spread. Trying to get that 90-degree angle and just rock forward and backwards to get as much range of motion there. Cross-body knee drive and push-up position. You're going to drive the knee up and across the body to the opposite side elbow. You're going to focus on bracing the core so that nothing moves except for that knee. The whole torso can rock forward as you lean forward into this. Maximize the exhale as you get close to finishing the movement, and then inhale back down. For the scapular circles, it's all coming from the shoulder blades. Nice, smooth, easy circles. Get the shoulders to pull up and down and back and get some motion through the neck. It's nice and easy to loosen this all up. The standing straight leg hip circles, you're going to stand balanced on one foot. Keep the opposite leg straight, foot flexed and slightly turned in. The foot needs to stay straight and you're just rotating forwards and backwards, all coming from the hip. For the piano keys, you're going to start pressing the pinky toe to the ground and spread and try and put the toes down one at a time. So you're going to work your way into the big toe and then do the opposite, lift the big toe up and then work back out to the pinky toe. Don't let that foot and lower leg move around excessively to make up for a lack of control of the feet and toes. Standing torso rotations, standing up, feet under hips. So exhale, you can let the arms swing, you can keep them close to the body, it does not matter. Exhale as you rotate out, inhale back in, and just go back and forth. Use the motion to be the lotion. There's a lot of talk about morning routines, but one that's just as important is an evening routine. You have to train yourself, whether it's dimming the lights, shutting off the screens, reading something for pleasure, or doing something simple to get your body in the mode of, I'm ready to go to bed. You can't be watching TV, looking at your iPhone, stressing over work, checking emails, trying to cram for homework or studying for whatever it is, and then thinking your brain is going to shut off and go to sleep. Next, it gives you time to process and reflect on the day. If we don't think about what's happened and where we've been, we'll never learn how we can improve where we're going. And third, you need to prepare for the next day, whether it's laying out your clothes, having a meal prepared, because waking up dealing with the things you forgot about yesterday or struggling to set priorities first thing is never a good place to start. Think about what you need to do the next day, get it written out, get it set down, and then shut off, get ready for bed, and then ease into that mentally and physically.